so one of the resources that you all will be getting, that we will be sending home with your child, is something that we worked really hard on this week, and it is called our word work map. And Mrs. Potter designed this beautiful little picture for the front of our mat. And I'm going to tell you guys how you can all use it. I hope I don't miss anything or talk too long to bore you, because there's honestly so much that I think that you can use with this map. Okay, so this word work mat, if you open up to the inside, maybe I should pin myself. That'll probably be helpful. If you open up the top of our word work map, it says my word, and then it has a place for consonant and vowel. So with this mat, you will all be receiving a little baggie of letters, and you can pull out the letters and your child can match them up. I know you can't see where I'm putting that one yet.
That's good.
Okay, so your child will match them up to where they belong on the mat. So if you see here's an E, there's a little tile with an E. Okay, we have plenty of vowels in here, and I think that there's doubles of all the consonants as well. So if you happen to lose one of the letters, there's plenty here. So I'm just gonna pull some out. There's a U. Oh, there's another U. Okay, there's an M. So you guys can kind of get the point. Just match them up, lay them all out. Okay, so we thought that this word work mat would be a great resource for you because it helps to develop a lot of really important reading skills. So one that's most important is alphabetic principle, right? So me just pulling these letters out and looking at the letter and saying, oh, there's a C. Let's put it at the beginning of the alphabet, right? These are all organized in alphabetical order. So finding the letter, you can even have them practice saying the letter name, finding where it goes, okay? The manipulative letters. So what we're going to do, I'm going to kind of show you how you can use it to start, and then we can go on to other different ways as well. But your child should be pretty familiar with this kind of setup. We have, I believe all of us use some type of letter magnet boards in our lessons almost every day. It might not look, actually, it won't look exactly like this, but we can't give you magnet boards. So this is the best that we could do, okay? So what we like to do in our groups is we have your child or children, practicing making words, reading words, and then spelling the words. Okay, so here's one example. If your student is working on the skill of blends, okay, you could say make the word. Actually, I'm going to do a CBC word since I have the tiles out here. Let's say I might actually add some more too. Here's B. If I say make the word gum, okay, gum. So that's one way you could do it. And I'm telling you, I hope I don't talk and bore you and lose you guys, because there's so many different ways that you can use these mats. But this is one way that you could do it. So if I say make the word gum, G, okay, that's the letter G. You find the letter G, you put it up at the top. We always start at the left, right? Because we read left to right. So G, that's a U. M. And then we would ask them, okay, what's our word? Gum. It's really nice. Like it's so laid out for you. I love this board so much. Okay. So here's what you can do with it to kind of extend this practice of reading. And so saying G, that's segmenting our sounds or breaking our sounds apart, like Mrs. Van Patter was talking about with their Dibbles report. And then we practice blending the sounds. Gum, that's reading a word, right? So here's one way you can use this board, okay? So we could say, you have the word gum. Now make the word hum. Hum. And your student would have to listen to that word hum and think, what part of the word do I need to change to make hum? So, okay, I need to change my first sound. Put it back. Hum. I hear huh. H spells the huh sound. So I'm going to pick it up. Now let's check. Hum. All right. So another way that you can use this, instead of saying, okay, make this word, is you could say, okay, we have the word hum, change the to eh. Change the to eh. So I'm changing the to eh. All right, now read our word. Hem. Okay? So we kind of call these, I call them word ladders. You can call them word chains. There's a lot of different kind of changing, I don't know, terms for it. But I like to call it word ladders. So I'm trying to think if I missed any part on that. I'm going to put my tiles back on the.
This is a great resource, Mrs. Ferran, for parents that if you're practicing those spelling words, I know that teachers send home those word lists, but the words that are on the list aren't always the words that are on their spelling test. It's the skill. So if you're practicing short E words, you could have your child make some of the words that could possibly be on their spelling test.
Yes, and if you had signed up for a conference, we will be discussing like kind of what skill your child is working on. So like I said about blends, if if you come and you say, well, what kind of words should my child, or you can reach out on class tag or call or email, of course. If you are really want to take advantage of this word work mat, you could definitely get in touch with any of us, and we could help give you guys ideas for what kind of words that you could be using with them. And I know Mrs. Rush has a really awesome document that she'll talk about soon. She's holding it up. That she will talk about soon to help give you guys more ideas. But before I pass it off, this is great for using with real words. Like I used the word hum and gum and hem. But as we mentioned earlier, our DIBELS report uses or assesses with nonsense words. You can make nonsense words with this too, right? So if I said g, okay, change the g to What's our word? Bem. That's an example of a nonsense word, and that's something that your student would be required to do on our DIBELS test for the nonsense word reading. And then again, if you see, I didn't get to show this side yet, but on this side of our word work mat, we have lines. Okay, so this is another example of how you could, or this is another resource for you guys to practice those word chains or even just your spelling words. But sometimes switching it up from using the magnet boards here in school, instead of just changing one letter on the magnet board and making a whole list of words, I like to use our whiteboards. So I don't have a whiteboard marker here, so hopefully this Crayola one comes off. But if I say, okay, make the word, or let's spell the word cat. Cat. Okay, now make the word bat. B-at. Okay, so that's kind of like the encoding part. That's your child has to figure out, okay, what letter do I need to change to make bat? And then I always have them read it back to me. B-at, bat. Then you could say, okay, change the t to g. Change the t to g. B-a-g. Bag. So there's so many amazing things that you can do with this word work mat. I know it's like kind of nerdy for me to say that, but this is honestly such an amazing resource for your child. We use it here. They probably will see this, and you could have them set it up. They could set it up for you, and they probably could help you guys come up with how to practice at home. And something else that I'm going to be giving home, or that not I'm going to be giving home, that we are going to be sending home, is a guideline for using this word work map. So you're going to have examples. Like, this is so cool. It's a whole example word work script. So look at this word from the book. This is the word wish. Make the word wish with your letters. Change wish to fish. What letters do you need? It's all spelled out for you. So if you kind of forget what I did here, we're going to send home another resource for you.